Welcome back to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namofsky. On today's episode, we discuss miracle drugs, belly weight, and intermittent fasting. So let's go back to that belly fat. How can we lose it? Because it seems to just want to hang in there forever.
It definitely can be stubborn. So first of all, women have to stop thinking that it's their fault. But there are three things that women can do. First of all is rethinking our macronutrients, which means more protein, more vegetables, and less refined carbs, such as all those white things that we love so much, the white breads, the rice, the pastas, because they have no fiber and it increases our blood sugar levels, and that translates into more insulin and more fat. So that's the number one thing. The second thing that women can do is switch their activity to strength training, because as I previously mentioned, your muscle is your burning fat, burning calories central. So we want to be building more muscle so that we definitely are burning more calories each day. Plus, as women, it supports our bone health. So it's a double whammy. And then the last thing is one of those great new things that we are starting to uncover from a scientific standpoint, which is there is something about embracing the cold. Many people may have seen this on social media. All these people that are saying, oh my God, you should be showering in a cold, shower every day, or plunging yourself into an ice bath. There is some truth to this in terms of burning fat. What happens is that we are all born with a certain quantity of something called brown fat, Liz. Mm-hmm. And that brown fat is stimulated by cold, like really cold. And that brown fat, when it's ignited like that, actually tells the white fat, which is in the menopause belly, to burn and to be reduced. So we want to stimulate the brown fat by embracing the cold.
All right, so I guess we will be jumping into Lake Ontario with one of those polar bear jumps very soon. Now, let's just keep on going. Menopause, hormone therapy. I mean, it's been controversial. I've heard, take it, don't take it. There's so much back and forth with it. Should women now embrace it?
Absolutely. This is a green light. It is not just a simple supplement, however. So we want to make sure that we get the guidance from our doctors. We finally now know, after all these years where there was all these scare, that the risks associated with menopause hormone therapy are there, but much lower than we thought they would be. In fact, the North American Menopause Society, which gives all of the guidelines in the US and Canada, including, tells us that menopause hormone therapy is safe for women over 60 or that have been in menopause for 10 years, if there are no contraindications. Now, we always want to make sure that we discuss this with our doctors, because our own background and our own risk factors need to be discussed in the context of this decision.
So let me just ask you the question then. Talk to your doctor, figure it out with your your doctor. Now, are there any other side effects beyond the hormones themselves?
There's actually positive side effects. For example, it helps women sleep better. And also for those who are suffering from mild depression, which often come at menopause, by the way, it's another of those 34 official symptoms associated with menopause. It actually helps alleviate those symptoms. So it can have, as you can see, much better effect on your quality of life. Now, there are also negative effects, right? And we need to discuss those with our doctors, because some of the risk associated with blood clots, heart issues, vascular issues, amongst others, need to be very much taken seriously.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, which is really good to hear. We have about 30 seconds before we go to break, but when we do come back, I want to talk about all the stress that everyone's going through out there. There's so much food insecurity about the economy, the environment. I want to talk about how all of this insecurity, anxiety, unknown, interest rates going up, interest rates coming down, everything happening. I want to talk to you about the impact that it has on women's health and how much stress it's actually adding to our bodies. So please don't go away. We'll be right back.